Hey guys, we only have 24 hours in DC, so come with me, let me show you. 24 hours in Washington, D.C. is not a lot of time, but it's enough to get a taste of the city's most iconic sites and cultural offerings. Hey travel friends, your favorite travel girl here. Today we're conquering Washington, D.C. in just 24 hours. Buckle up because we're cramming in iconic landmarks, world-class museums, and delicious eats. Let's get this whistle-stop tour vlog started. And before I show you guys around Washington, D.C., I do want to let you all know, especially the ladies who are into fashion, that if you are going to the East Coast in the spring or summer months, I do have a fashion vlog on my YouTube channel. I would link it at the end of this one, or the little tab will be appearing in the upper right hand side of your screen right now. The flight from LAX to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport was almost 5 hours. The drive to our hotel in Georgetown was about 25 minutes, but keep in mind we arrived at night, like around 9 p.m., and the Lyft fee was around $43. Guys, I arrived to Washington, D.C. It is 9 p.m. and as you guys can see, there's a lot of traffic. Just an FYI, if you guys are coming, getting a late flight and are thinking, oh, maybe at night it'll be more chill. No, it won't. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of traffic. The buses are picking you up there, and then on the other side is where you get your Uber or Lyft or taxi. And to my left is baggage claim. So just in case you guys arrive to the Ronald Reagan International Airport in Washington, D.C. and are wondering, where do I get my Uber? Well, it's gonna be outside of baggage claim. You'll see tons of cars. I'm sure it's busy all year round at all times. And since we only have 24 hours, as soon as I arrived to Washington, D.C., I went straight to the hotel, left my junk, met with my husband, and we went out to the Lincoln Memorial. There is currently construction underway at the Lincoln Memorial, but it shouldn't significantly impact your visit. The project is that they're building a new immersive museum underneath the statue of Abraham Lincoln. This is set to be completed in 2026. The Lincoln Memorial is located at the western end of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. This is a must visit for all first-timers. Try to visit during the day and night. On this western end of the National Mall, you'll also find the reflecting pool, the Korean War Veterans Memorial, and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. Good morning, guys. It's raining. I am staying in Georgetown, so I am going to show you the town just a bit, just in case you guys are interested in staying in a hotel here. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I always show you and review the hotel where I stay, but the one I stayed in had a lot of issues, so let's leave it at that. I did notice that the Washington National Cathedral was only a few minutes away from our hotel, so we decided to visit. This Episcopal Cathedral is known for its neo-Gothic architecture with beautiful stained glass windows, gargoyles, and grotesques adorning the exterior, and an observation gallery offering scenic views of the city. There are different tour options available, each with a varying price. The self-guided sightseeing tour is $15 for adults and $10 for kids ages 5 to 12. This tour allows you to explore the cathedral's highlights at your own pace during their opening hours. It also gives you access to exhibits, the main and lower levels, and the tower observation gallery when available. There is also a guided spotlight tour that will cost adults $20 and kids $15. It lasts an hour and provides insights into the must-see features of the cathedral on the main and lower levels, including the space window and the Canterbury pulpit. And of course, if you guys are interested in buying something from the cathedral, there is a shop here, so you guys can take a look and buy your souvenirs. If you guys are gonna be visiting the cathedral, I found something super cool, Darth Vader. To find him, you guys will have to follow this instructions here. We couldn't find him, but we did find that little statue right there. And of course, visiting the White House is another spot that I think you guys should include in your itinerary. While tours require advanced booking, you can still admire the iconic building from outside. And although White House tours are free of charge, you do need to plan ahead. Submit your request up to 3 months in advance, but no less than 21 days before your desired visit. And when we were walking around the White House grounds, we encountered this little guy who wanted food, but unfortunately we didn't have any, so we had to walk away sad that we couldn't help him. So we left the White House behind, and we have some federal buildings here, the U.S. Court of Appeals, of the Federal Circuit. This one, I am not sure what it is, but I'm sure they all have very important roles in the US. There's a lot of important buildings around the White House, so it just depends how much you want to see and how fast or slow you move around the area. That will determine how many hours you will spend there, but honestly, I feel like with 2, you'll see enough and you'll be able to cover much of it. Just a quick tip, if you guys are taking Uber, Lyft, taxi, and they drop you off on H Street, then you guys will get a perfect view of the front of the White House. And right next to the White House on 15th Street, you guys will have the Treasury building. And yes, the George Washington Monument is absolutely a must visit for anyone traveling to Washington, D.C. It's one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States, and it stands at a staggering 555 feet tall, making it the tallest obelisk in the world. The monument is located on the National Mall, which is a large green space in the center of Washington, D.C. It's surrounded by other famous landmarks such as the Lincoln Memorial and the United States Capitol building. If you guys only have one day in Washington, D.C., I want you all to know that the White House is on that side, the Lincoln Memorial over there, and then we have the George Washington Memorial here. So everything is walking distance, so you guys can do a lot of monuments and museums in one day. And on this side, you guys will see the Capitol, and behind it, the Supreme Court. Alright guys, listen up. If you guys are interested in visiting the museum inside the Washington Monument and the viewpoint, you guys will need tickets. You can get your tickets online at recreation.gov either 30 days in advance or every day at 10 a.m. for entry the following day. There is a $1 processing fee for each online ticket. You can request up to 6 tickets. If you're going to be doing it in person, same-day tickets are released every day at 8:45 a.m. Persons 16 years old and above can request up to 6 tickets each as well. You guys can find the American History Museum, Natural History Museum, National Gallery, Sculpture Garden, Smithsonian, U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Again, you guys can find a lot of museums, monuments here in this area, so I honestly believe 24 hours is okay to experience the main attractions of Washington, D.C. And let me talk to you guys a little bit about the weather, because it is May and we should be in the middle of spring, but as you guys can see, it's very overcast. It stopped raining, but it rained yesterday and then today in the morning. I do want to tell you though that we thought it was going to be humid, and it's not. There's a breeze, but it feels good. It's just fresh. It's not cold, it's not hot. You just won't know exactly what kind of weather you will have. So just layer up all the time. On our way to the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, we saw a lot of cool buildings, so just make sure to always have your camera or cell phone out to take videos and pictures. If you all are interested in any of the Smithsonian museums, just know that the entrance is free, but if you don't have a pass, you will not be able to get in. We didn't know that, now we know, and you guys do too. We weren't interested in visiting the museum, so I didn't look into it. Did you know that the Smithsonian Institution is the world's largest museum complex with 19 museums and galleries located in Washington, D.C.? Well, now you do. This is the National Museum of the American Indian, and this one is free. So again, if you guys can get tickets to the one you want, or passes, I'm sorry, you can always visit other Smithsonian museums. The United States Botanic Garden is a botanical garden located on the grounds of the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. The USBG is open to the public free of charge every day of the year, including federal holidays. It is a very popular tourist destination. We didn't get to go in, just passed by. The Library of Congress is the world's largest library. It is the oldest federal cultural institution in the U.S., established in the 1800s. The Library of Congress houses a massive collection of over 173 million items, including books, manuscripts, maps, photographs, recordings, and more. The library is free to visit, but you must reserve a timed entry pass. You should also make a stop at the Supreme Court and the U.S. Capitol. Now, if you're interested in visiting the Pentagon Memorial, you will have to leave Washington, D.C. and head to Virginia. It's a 10 to 15 minute drive depending on traffic from the National Mall area to the memorial. The Uber fee was about $20. The Pentagon Memorial is a place for reflection and remembrance. It is a place to honor the lives that were lost on September 11, 2001. It is free to visit. There is no admission fee to access the grounds and walk through the memorial. It is open to the public 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are public restrooms located by the entrance that are open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Pentagon Memorial does have an audio tour available, and you can access it by dialing the phone number located at the memorial entrance. This number will connect you to the 24-minute audio tour. If you guys are interested in coming to the Pentagon Memorial, the memorial is free to walk around, and you guys can only take pictures and videotape the memorial. The Pentagon is literally in front of me, but we can't take pictures or record the building. After the Pentagon, we headed back to Washington, D.C. for dinner. We ate at the Old Ebbitt, which is about a mile away from the White House, across the street from the Treasury Department. The Old Ebbitt Grill is a historic bar and restaurant considered Washington, D.C.'s oldest saloon and restaurant, established in 1856. It offers classic and American cuisine with a seasonal menu, fresh oysters, this is a crowd favorite, house-made pastas, perfectly prepared steaks and chops, happy hour, weekday breakfast, weekend brunch, and private dining options. The ambiance is warm and inviting, and the decor is very patriotic. Whether you're a local or a tourist, Old Ebbitt Grill is a must-visit destination for its rich history, delicious food, and prime location. For drinks, I am having what is called a little sunshine with tequila. My husband is having a DC beer, and my mother-in-law is having a Bloody Mary. I was gonna say michelada, but it's a Bloody Mary. Looks really good. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. For starters, we are having the artichoke crab dip with oysters. Again, these are cooked, and New England clam chowder. And finally, for dinner, we're having some calamari pasta.
Anything else I can get for you?
Some scallops, your french fries, and steak.
Oh, go ahead. You can order right now.
Really quick, you guys, if you're interested in souvenirs, I came to the White House Gifts. When you purchase more than $100, you get a free picture around the corner, and I will show you the pictures. They're so fun and cute. So if you're looking for that shop for your gifts, then this might be an option, and you get a free picture with that. Just to recap, we were able to visit the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington National Cathedral, the White House, George Washington Monument, the National Museum of the American Indian, the Library of Congress, Supreme Court, U.S. Capitol, the Pentagon Memorial in Virginia. We did some souvenir shopping and a good dinner, all in 24 hours. So if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope this video helps you plan your DC vacay in the near future. Let me remind you that you'll be doing a lot of walking, and in the spring and summer months, the weather is bipolar. So if you need guidance on what to wear during this time of year, don't forget to watch this next video. Thank you all for sticking around until the end. See you soon on another vacay. Bye!